So guys, today I will give my best so that you witness a very astonishing moment with only a pack of playing cards. You will use this deck to pick a card, but to make sure that I am not touching the cards to force a card on you, whatever, I won't touch the cards, right? I have chosen a way of picking a card where you will be the only one touching the cards. And what we will do is the following: you will take the cards, cut them anywhere in the pack, and take a look at the card that you cut to. Sounds easy? Sounds fair? Yeah? You know what? Let's give it a test round so you see that it is really a free choice. So do what I said, take the cards, cut them, and take a look at the card that you cut to, right? That simple. Of course, in this case, I saw your card. We will repeat the same action, but there is one more thing that we have to do before that, which is introducing a second pack of playing cards. Now we have a red deck, which I will use, and we have a blue deck that you will use. In a moment, when I say 3, we will both cut the pack, and hopefully we will end up on the same card. Sounds impossible, but it is possible if you just look into my hand, concentrate in the center. 3, 2, 1, and now it should work. Again, when I say 3, we will cut the cards. 1, 2, 3, and we both cut the cards, and we landed on top of these cards. What are the odds that they are the same? I'm pretty sure you'd say impossible, but again, I believe it is absolutely possible. So guys, let's jump straight into the explanation of this really very simple effect. If you like what you saw, please make sure to leave a thumbs up on this video along with a comment and of course a subscription on the channel. For this effect, you will just need 2 packs of playing cards and of course a force card, right? And you will take the card from the corresponding decks. This whole thing is basically based on a little gimmick and is just an application that you can use with this very little gimmick. What the gimmick is the so-called breather crimp. The breather crimp is basically a way to bend a playing card where you can't see the band with your eyes. However, the band is going to help you to locate that specific playing card. In this case, I have already a breather crimp on the Ace of Hearts, which means that when it goes into the center, without knowing its exact location, I can immediately cut to the card. And I can't really explain you the exact way you are cutting the cards to find the Ace of Hearts because it really happens automatically. In a moment, I will show you how to do the breather crimp if you do not know how it's done. Once you have done it, just give it a go, place it into the center of the pack, and when you just cut the pack without really aiming to a certain position, you will always cut to that breather crimped card. Right? This is really an automated action where you are not really using any sleight of hand to find the Ace of Hearts. The breather crimp does it all for you. So the breather crimp is very simply applied to a playing card. You're going to take it, you're going to hold it facing up. You will do this grip with both hands, meaning the thumb is basically in between the index finger and the middle finger. And the thumb is going to go into the center of the card. The same is going to be done with the other hand. Right? So you're in this grip. Now you're gonna apply a little pressure on the card with your thumb, and at the same time, just pull your thumbs to the corners of the card. Once you have done that, rotate the card and repeat the same action to the opposite corners, like this. By doing so, you have bent the card in a way that you can't really see it, but it is enough of a bend to locate this card. Once you have applied the breather crimp to your first force card, you will repeat the exact same action with the other card from the other pack, and you're almost done. The deck that you will use to cut the cards will have your breather crimp card already in the center, and it will be away from sight. The other pack is going to have the card on the bottom behind the bottommost card, right? And that's it. Now you're ready to do it. To start off, you're going to say that the spectator is going to pick a card from the pack, but to make sure that it is very fair, you won't touch the card. And you will give them a test round to test how they will pick a card. The reason for that test round has two reasons. One of them is gonna get the card with the breather crimp into the center. And the second reason is that you want them to see that they land on a completely different card each time they try it out. But actually, because the breather crimp card is not in the center, they won't be able to cut to it, right? So they will have a completely different card when they give it a first go. But the moment it reaches around the center of the pack, or the bottom third, the top third, they will always cut to that card. So you give them a test round, they do it, they take a look at the card, and they see it is a fair choice. Now you will ask them just to complete the cut, which basically gets the breather crimp card roughly into the center, and now they just have set up their own card to perform the first. Now they have the card in front of them, and at that point you introduce the other pack that you will use for this effect. Now you explain what your goal is. You are basically gonna cut the cards at the same time and hopefully land on the same card. And again, no sleight of hand going on here. Everything is set up to be automatically cut to the ace of hearts. So they cut to the card on 3, you cut on 3, and when you look, you will be both on the ace of hearts. Doesn't that look impossible? This is really one of those gimmicks when you try it out on yourself, you will always fool yourself because without really knowing where the card is, you will be able to cut to it. The breather crimp card is really one of my favorite gimmicks because you can come up with so many different effects, one of them being this quick trick here. That's basically the video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did so, as always, let me know in the comment section below and of course by leaving a thumbs up on this video. That's it. I hope to see you next time.